So let's move back to our project panel here. Let's go to resources once again. We'll go to scripts and created, and we're going to create a C# script called enemy controller. And this is going to be a shared script between all of our enemies that's going to handle controlling our AI. So let's go ahead and double click that and open it up. First thing we want to do is make this inherit from damageable by replacing mono behavior with our damageable class. That's important because, of course, we do want our enemies to be able to take damage. Next, we got a whole bunch of variables that we need to add, so we'll start off with that. What we want to do is add some space for the first bracket here, and we're going to say public integer attack damage equals 10, public integer points on death equals 5, and this is the first time we're going to see references to our points again, but we'll get to that later. We'll say public float attack distance equals 3f. That's going to be the distance the enemy needs to be from our player to start an attack. We're going to say protected float, not protected, protected float attack delay. Oops, there we go. Equals 1f. Protected nav mesh agent. And you're going to see we have this red underline here. That's because we're missing an include. We need to include our Unity Engine AI. So at the top, underneath using Unity Engine, we're going to say using Unity Engine.ai. That's going to get rid of that red underline for us. Next, we need to say protected transform target, followed by protected animator anim. That's going to handle animating our enemy here. And then we're going to say protected bool alive is equal to true, and protected bool attacking is equal to false. The last thing we're going to do in this step is drop down into the start method. We're going to say agent is equal to get component nav mesh agent, and open and close parentheses there. And we're going to say anim is equal to get component animator, and open and close parentheses there. And there we go. That's going to be it for this step. The next step, we're going to continue to fill this guy out. Before we actually move on to the next step, we want to add a couple of keywords to our two existing methods here. We want to say protected virtual void and protected virtual void. And that's because we're going to be inheriting our enemy controller into further into specific enemy scripts, and we want to be able to override these as necessary in those enemy scripts. Of course, remember to save, and now you can go ahead and check your setup.